Hey everyone, welcome to today's video. First, for everyone watching from the States, I hope you had an amazing Thanksgiving holiday. I'm super excited that we're heading into the Christmas season because this is just my absolute favorite season ever. So I hope everyone had a really great holiday and that you had fun celebrating with family and friends. So, okay, today's video is going to be about my favorite top 3 cream and liquid complexion products in terms of like bronzer, blush, and highlights. I will link the powder version of this video in the description box below, but today I wanted to focus on things that really kind of give you that very like natural, dewy, one with the skin look, whereas powders you can definitely, I feel like, are products that you're like, oh yeah, she's like really wearing makeup, whereas I feel like with cream and liquids you can really kind of blend it in, make it really seamless and look like your skin. Now, I do have a variety of price points in all of these products that I'm going to be talking about. Some are drugstore, some are high-end, and then some are luxury. So there hopefully will be a price point for everyone, but I just wanted to make sure that I kind of mentioned that in the very beginning. So let's talk about bronzers. The very first one I'm going to talk about is the, don't mind the packaging. I've used these products a lot because I really like it. I actually have another one sitting in reserve right now that is waiting to be opened because I think this one's almost going to be done soon. So this is the Tom Ford Shade and Illuminate Intensity 1. And I mean, I don't know if you can tell I've hit pan already here. I love this cream bronzer and this cream highlight. So you can kind of, you get both in this palette. So the number one thing that I love about this product, and this kind of goes with all of the products that I'm talking about today, is that when you apply it onto your skin, it doesn't just blend away into absolutely nothing, right? So if you've watched my review of the KKW Beauty, her brand, her contour stick that she came out, which was the very first product that she ever released, I tried it and I absolutely hated it because it just literally blended away into nothing. And I was like, what was even the point of that extra step? So I don't feel that way about any of these products here. So I'm just going to take a little bit of the bronzer color here. It's a gorgeous like gel cream formula that just, it's actually what I'm wearing right now. It looks so natural on the skin. It's just so beautiful. When you blend it out, you can get those edges to really kind of go away so that it blends into the skin. But at the same time though, it's not like you're blending away the product into absolutely nothing. So then there's like, what was the point of that on my face, right? And then the highlight in here is really beautiful too. This is not going to give you any additional color. It's not going to give you any of that intense sparkle. But what it will do is it'll make it seem like you literally just went to, it actually has a little bit of a white cast here when you pack it on. But it really will look like you literally just went to some expensive spa and got a facial and your skin is glowing and beautiful. I actually have that tapped on top of my cheekbones today. And so together, honestly, if there is one product that I think you should get from Tom Ford, it is this. The Shade and Illuminate is just amazing. Bar none, like probably one of the best ones I've ever tried on the market. And then we're gonna go ahead and talk about the Hollywood Contour Wand from Charlotte Tilbury. This is another product that I like, except that I hate the packaging. It's one of the things where you twist up and then you push the product out and then it comes out on this sponge tip. To me, it just seems like it's fine. It's actually quite convenient for travel, but for me, I get like slightly anxious every time I use this because I'm like, oh my God, please don't like explode everywhere and don't get too much product out. But what's lovely about this is that it is a liquid format. So if you are not super into creams or anything like that and you want something that's more of a liquid bronzer, this works really well. It's kind of the same feedback as the Tom Ford. It's very easy to blend onto the skin, but it doesn't just disappear into nothing. So it still looks like you have that sculpted cheekbone effect. Just a product that these are all products that I repurchase over and over again, which is why they're my favorites. But yeah, this one's a really good one. And then let's talk a little bit about drugstore options. This is the Physicians Formula Organic Wear Sculpting Bronzer with jojoba oil. This I really like for when I want something that's more of that. So you can see it's kind of got a different, it's got a very different undertone compared to like the Charlotte Tilbury Contour Wand. Obviously when you're contouring, you want something that's going to mimic shadows, so it's going to be a little bit deeper, a little bit more gray usually, whereas bronzers are going to give you that warmth to the skin where you can kind of layer it on top of a contour. So that's what I like using this product for. If I'm really if I want want those sharp defined cheekbones, I'll use the Hollywood contour wand and then stick this on top of it to kind of warm up my skin. But I really, really love this product. You can kind of tell by how messy the packaging is that I've used it quite a bit. But this is the same thing where it blends beautifully onto the skin. It doesn't feel like it disappears once you apply it, and it just makes your skin look so healthy. Like, it doesn't take away any of that like natural glow or natural shine that you might have. So really, really great drugstore option. So let's go ahead and get into the blush category. For the blush category, I actually have quite a few more drugstore products than luxury or high-end, so that can be super helpful in terms of saving money and et cetera, et cetera. So let's go ahead and talk first though about the one product that I do consider a little bit more on the, it's kind of in between drugstore and high-end, and that is the Ciate Dewy Blush Glossy Cheek Tints. I probably talk about this all the time on my channel just because I absolutely love these cheek blushes, and I'll go ahead and just swatch all three colors for you. The reason why I like these is because they are a buildable formula. So they're definitely considered more of like a liquid blush, but they blend into like this almost gel finish, which is really, really beautiful. The other thing too is that these can be built up to the color that you want. So it's very versatile. Like, for example, you could do a really, really light flush of color if you wanted, or if you wanted something a little bit more, then you could really kind of pack this on and build it up, and it continues to look beautiful and natural with just, you know, that flush of color. And so that's why I really, really like these. So these are the three colors that I have. I have papaya, coconut in the middle, and then watermelon on the, well, this is my left side, your right side. Anyway, so if you go ahead and just blend these out, you can see how it shears out into this gorgeous, gorgeous shade here. And I'm going to try and do this nicely. But you can just see that, like, as you blend it out, they kind of just become this beautiful, like, wash of color, and you can kind of customize it to be what you want, and it looks super, super glowy, super, super dewy, just really, really lovely. Another option in terms of like drugstore, maybe a little bit more accessible, is the Flower Beauty Blush Balm. I have this in two different colors. I have it in Pinched and then also Nectar. So both of these are a little slightly different than the Ciate blushes, and you can definitely see that when the swatch is here. So these are the Ciates here, and then these are the Flower Beauty. So they're not as customizable in terms of like building it up on your skin and kind of choosing and deciding how much you want that color to show up. They're just quite a bit more pigmented, and as you can see as I'm blending these out on my hand, right, it's just a little bit different. So as you blend out the Ciate, it really kind of becomes that, like, it becomes a little bit more one with the skin, a little bit more glossy, and you can build it up the way that you want. With the Flower Beauty, it's really going to just give you that punch of color right away, but it looks beautiful, blends out really, really nicely. It looks great on the skin. I am actually currently wearing Pinched on my cheeks. This is what I go for when I want like a really, really natural flush, and then when I want to amp up that color, that's when I reach for Nectar. So really, really nice. Another drugstore cream product that I really like for blush is the Milani blushes. I actually have this in another color as well, but this is the Cheek Kiss blushes. So good. Milani very rarely misses when it comes to complexion products. Usually they do really, really well. So this one is in the color Nude Kiss. It's very easy to just grab this on the back of a brush and literally just apply this to the skin, and it gives you, oh, it's so nice. It's definitely less, you can tell like as I move my hand, right, the Ciate is the most glossy out of all of them. And then the Flower Beauty, and then I would say the Milani Cheek Kiss is a little bit more of like, it's a cream finish, right? Because it's a cream formula, it's really not going to be as shiny and, you know, kind of glowy as the other options that I've talked about in terms of blushes. And so if that's a little bit more of your jam, then this is definitely a really, really good one to check out. Price point is absolutely phenomenal, and you can just see it gives you a beautiful, beautiful flush. As I wave my hand around, you can kind of see that it does catch the light in a very beautiful way, but just not quite as obvious as the other two candidates. And our final category is highlight today. So I did already talk about the Illuminate color in the Tom Ford palette. That is one that I really, really enjoy, but I cheated a little, okay? I have 4 items that I wanted to talk about here, but only because I wanted to make sure that I included like a drugstore option. So please just be okay with it. Okay, the very first product I want to talk about is the Vieve Skin Dew Glow Multitasker. This product is, and I wish I was like more prone to swearing on this channel, because I swear this is this is the best. This is the most amazing liquid highlight you could possibly look for. And the reason being is I'm wearing it right now and it's absolutely beautiful. I actually have it underneath the Tom Ford Illuminate. And it's absolutely lovely. So here it is on the back of my hand. When you blend it out, it feels like a bit of a, it's more of a gel formula, but oh my God, do you see that shine? Like, it's just absolutely stunning. You can use this product with anything. You can put it on your face as a highlight. You can blend it in with your foundation to make your foundation super glowy if that's what you're looking for. And I really like it. The other reason why I love this so much is because you can actually layer it on top of powder, which most cream liquid products do not layer well on top of powder. Once you've powdered down your face, you can't go back and add like that liquid on top unless you are using this product. It works so well. It's what I reach for literally every single time I want to do a liquid highlight look. It's just, yeah, I can't get enough of it. This is a product that I will continue to buy from Vieve and feel like I can never be without it. So just solid product. I love it so much. The next set of products that I wanted to talk about are from Charlotte Tilbury. So Charlotte Tilbury is known for like that dewy, beautiful skin look. And so you can imagine like her highlights are absolutely beautiful. So I wanted to talk about two of them from her brand. The first one is the Beauty Light Wand. I actually have this in two different colors. I have it in Peachgasm and also Spotlight. If you are looking for easy liquid highlights that just blend out and absolutely add this ethereal glow to your skin, I would definitely recommend checking out the Charlotte Tilbury Beauty Light Wands. They're super great. They go really well with the contour wand as well. But if you are not someone who likes that really intense highlight look, you want something that kind of just goes beautifully into the skin, I would highly recommend her Hollywood Flawless Filter. I have this in the color 3, and this is the most amazing product for if you just want a slight, like, oh, like, yeah, she's got a little bit of like glow going on, but it's not like that, like beaming highlight. This is absolutely stunning. You can also use it underneath your makeup and it looks really good. Like, you can use it as a primer. As I kind of move around my hand and look at all of these different swatches, you can tell that the Charlotte, oh, wrong side. You can tell that the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter really doesn't just have as much of that like gleam and sparkle and intensity to it. It really just kind of allows for your skin to look absolutely beautiful, very luminous, and just gives you a little bit of coverage, just a little bit of color, a little bit of coverage in there so that you're adding just a little bit more to your skin. So it's just really lovely. And the nice thing about this as well is that she did come out with mini sizes so that it is much easier to travel with, because the whole huge glass bottle is sometimes quite inconvenient. So would definitely recommend checking that out. Also, the mini versions are really nice if you want to try a bunch of different colors if you're not quite sure exactly what is going to work best with your skin tone. For this one, I decided to pick it up in the color 3 because it's just one shade lighter than my normal skin, and so that way it shines beautifully and I can still use it as kind of like a highlight purpose. So would definitely recommend that. And then the final product I want to talk about, which I know I'm cheating because now I'm getting into like 5, I guess, if you count Tom Ford. Anyway, this is the Pixi by Petra Flawless Beauty Primer. I got this in an Ipsy box actually, and I was like, I don't really know if I'm gonna like this, but this is an awesome dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. So I'm just gonna go ahead and squeeze out a little bit here and blend it out so you guys can see it. Like, that's pretty freaking good, right? These two products next to each other, they're quite similar. So if you don't want to pay the Charlotte Tilbury price point, which I certainly understand, definitely go and check out the Pixi by Petra Flawless Beauty Primer, because this is really amazing. I know that it's called like a hydrating glow primer, but I will use this on top of foundation as well if I just want that subtle shimmer to my face, and that just subtle like, oh, she looks like she drank 6 million gallons of water the other day. Don't drink 6 million gallons of water. You know what I mean? Like, you're actually hydrated and fresh. So yeah, so I would definitely recommend, you know, if you're in the drugstore, if you're in Target or something like that, definitely go check out this primer because it really is quite beautiful. In terms of all of the different like drugstore products that I've tried, I definitely reach for this one the most if I want a drugstore highlight. So All right, that pretty much wraps up this video. I hope this was helpful for everyone. Kind of did like a speed review of all of these things, but these are definitely the top 3 products that I would recommend to everyone. Cream, liquid, bronzer, blush, and highlight. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please feel free to subscribe to our channel and like this video, and I will see you guys in next week's video. Thanks again for watching. Bye. That's not what I wanted to say. Let's start over. Okay.